welcome back, and I hope you had an amazing, happy new year, a safe celebration. I know, like I said, all of you, I'm sure, looked amazingly beautiful, stunning, because that's just the type of people you are, and makeup helps so much, but really when it comes down to it, it's the inner beauty that really shines through. Makeup just kind of helps us let that out a little bit easier. But I wanted to come on here, and since it's the start of a new year, I wanted to talk to you about my makeup perspective, some things I had that are just kind of going on in my life right now, and just some goals for 2017. So I know not everybody really likes these chit-chatty videos. I completely understand, but I thought it was important to address some of these things since I've had so many new people join the channel, which is just mind-boggling. I mean, we're so close to 2,000, which I know for some people is minuscule, but guys, for me that is just so above and beyond what I had set for myself as a goal for my channel when I first started, that it's mind-blowing to me. So I hit 500 subscribers in February. I hit 1,000 in June or July, beginning of July, and then we're almost to 2,000, and it's blowing my mind. I just never thought that my channel would be what it is right now. And like I said, I know that's not anything compared to some people, but for me, this is something I come on and do for fun. I was trying to do something positive and share something that I really loved with people, and I'm so glad that it resonates with people, and I'm so glad that I get to interact with you guys every single day. You guys just absolutely make my day, and it's so humbling, and you know, I just always want to hold on to that, you know, you guys are taking time out of your day to watch me talk about makeup, and you know, you don't owe me anything, you know what I mean? You guys don't owe me your time or consideration, and the fact that you have chosen to come here and make this positive thing in my life so much more positive and meaningful is just, I could never say thank you enough. So guys, you will probably never hear me stop saying thank you, and if you do, then that is the time when I need to stop what I'm doing and reevaluate, because, you know what I mean? It would just be me by myself talking to myself about makeup, you know what I mean? And also, I know a lot of you have found my channel through Kimberly's channel. She's such a sweetheart. She's always been so supportive, which again is just, I love seeing her channel blow up. I cannot wait. I know this year she's gonna hit 100,000. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. How can it not happen? So if you have not subscribed to Kimberly, if you're one of my subscribers who doesn't know who Kimberly is, or you haven't tried her, I'll link her channel down below. She's amazing. Please go subscribe to her. She is fantastic. Also, in that regard, I have made so many friends with such amazing smaller YouTubers in this community, and that is something I truly value as well, because we're all just here to talk about makeup, something that's uplifting and positive, and that helps women and men have the confidence to feel like they can let who they are out. And I think that's such an amazing thing. And so it's not just the bigger YouTubers, it's the support from the smaller YouTubers, you know, Christina, Hailey, Maria, I mean, just all of you, Kat, I see your comments, I watch your videos, Raven, I mean, you guys are amazing. I'm just going to list a whole bunch of people down below that you need to go and subscribe to, that I just love, because it's about the community. It's about community. Makeup is bringing people from all different backgrounds together, from all different lifestyles, genders, sexual orientations, religions, and giving us a common ground. And maybe it can seem superfluous and shallow to people, but to me that is something, if in this time of complete polarization, where people have absolutely just the most difficult time seeing past certain blanket statements or classifications of an individual, that if makeup can break that down and give us an understanding of somebody else, then that is so incredibly valuable, and I couldn't ask to be a part of a better community, especially in this time and this day and age. All that being said, I just wanted to say, you guys humble me. You humble me so much, and I'm so grateful for all of you. I'm not gonna get upset here, because I'm not upset. I'm happy. You guys make me happy. But, god damn it, I'm tearing. All right, this side's completely gone to hell because I just started tearing up because I'm a big sap. But anyway, so I just wanted to say that thank you. overall, thank you for making this community, whether you're a viewer or somebody who has a channel, whoever it is. You guys are so positive and amazing that I just absolutely feel so blessed to be a part of this community. Now, moving on, and also another thing I want to touch on is with kind of my channel growing, I get more and more comments saying, oh, I really want to try this product, you seem to really like it. And again, guys, that's something I take so seriously. I do not take that lightly, because just like you, the fact that you are coming and spending your valuable time watching my channel, if you are going to spend your valuable hard-earned money on a product that I recommend, I want you guys to know that I want to give you a little background on my makeup perspective, because everybody has a different makeup perspective. Everybody has different thoughts on makeup. It's like music, you know, somewhere, so for somebody, Hit Me Baby One More Time really, really meant something and touched their life in a way that I will never understand, or, you know, it doesn't affect me in that way, but that doesn't make their experience any less valid. And I feel like makeup's the same way. If I completely hate something, just because I hate it doesn't mean it's not a good product, or it doesn't work for you, or it doesn't bring you happiness and joy and excitement to use it. So I just want to put that out there, especially since I do anti-hauls, and I know I have gotten a little passionate about anti-hauls in the past. And that's just my opinion and my feeling and my thoughts on certain individuals and businesses. And I'm always going to share that with you. And if you have a different opinion than me, I am never, ever going to delete your comment or block you, or, you know, I will always, even if you completely disagree with me, I've had some people really disagree with me as far as my comments, you know, in the last part of my last anti-haul video. And, you know, all I can do is say thank you for watching and taking the time to watch and comment. And I understand that you probably feel as passionately as I do about it. And the only appropriate way I really see to approach that and deal with that, even if it's something that's almost somewhat negative or hostile or whatever it might be, is to thank that person for taking the time to watch and saying, you know, I completely respect the fact that you don't agree with me, but this is my perspective, and it doesn't make your perspective any less valid, and it doesn't make my perspective as a consumer any less valid. And I'm always going to try and approach people with respect. Now, if somebody's just straight up, and I've never had to deal with just being mean, rude, nasty, you know, I'm just going to ignore them. I'm not going to take the time to block them or delete their comment or anything like that. I'm just going to ignore them, because the quickest way to encourage somebody like that is to respond, whether it's to block or respond, or, you know, whatever it is. And I just ask that, you know, as this channel grows, I know as channels grow, there are people out there that will go and just make negative comments. There's something about you that person doesn't like or that bother, and that's fine. Nobody is gonna like everybody, and that's completely 100% true. And, you know, I just ask that if there is ever, and I don't, you know, like I said, I don't think there's a need to address this right now, and I don't think that you're the kind of people that would ever do this, but if there is somebody that ever says something mean, nasty, rude, just don't even engage with them. You know, don't give them the time of day, because it's not worth it. You know what I mean? And that's how I just want to handle things going forward. I always want to treat you with respect, and treat you with respect, and I want to value your opinions and really come to any kind of critique or criticism with an open mind, because that's how you learn. That's how you get better. And you can't be so defensive. You're not always right. You're not always perfect. Hi, have you seen my channel? I mean, so if you approach criticism and critique with an open mind and an open heart and a willingness to learn, that you're gonna just be able to deal with things so much better. And so that's kind of the perspective that I'm taking as far as comments on my channel go, and negativity, and because I know there's a lot of it out there in this community. And I've got to say, I've been so lucky, because I haven't seen any of it on this channel. I think you guys are amazing. And, you know, so again, I just wanted to, for all my new subscribers and things like that, I'm just trying to clarify some of these points so you really know where I'm coming from, in terms of my perspective on life and on makeup and everything in between. So guys, in that same regard, I want to talk to you guys about my makeup perspective now that we've got the whole negativity thing out of the way. Because when you watch people and you trust them, you want to just automatically assume that everything that they like and that they really enjoy is going to work for you, and that's just, it's not the case, guys. And I do want to say, I am always going to be try to be as honest with you. I'm not going to try to be. I'm always going to be as honest with you as I would with friends or family or anybody else. I have had the wonderful opportunity to work with a couple of different brands and I've had some amazing PR sent my way, which I have reviewed. And for the most part, I feel like I'm harder on PR products than I am on products that I buy myself. And that's because I want to be so conscious of what I'm telling you. And I don't want to be swayed by if it was a gift or if a brand sent me something. I really want to give you my honest opinion. Now, in regards to that, I am somebody that, you watch people like Tati, where if something doesn't work the first time for her, she has so much makeup, and she says this, and I completely think it's a valid point. She has so much makeup that if something doesn't work for her, she just doesn't need to mess with it again. And she's going to tell you that, for the most part. Whereas somebody like me, I am going to, because I love makeup and I see the possibilities. Like when I look at a product, I get excited by the possibilities. I get excited about the colors. I get excited about that. I will take a couple of extra steps to make something work. So I'm willing to work a little bit harder to make a product really work. Now, I don't think that's any better or any worse than anybody else. It's just how I approach makeup. So in that regard, and in that same regard, I do have bias. Everybody has bias towards certain products, certain things. Some people might really love the Naked palette line, and they're gonna love it no matter what comes out, whether it's good or bad, whether it works for somebody else or not, they're gonna love it because they have an attachment to that line. I'm like that with certain things. The Lorac Pro formula, I love that formula, and not everybody loves it, and not everybody loves every single palette. I've enjoyed every single palette that I've used from the Pro line. Wet n Wild. I love Wet n Wild. Are their shadows always the greatest? No. Am I going to find a way to make them work? Yeah, because it's just an emotional attachment. That's a brand that I really, really kind of started off my collection with, that I really went through and started learning some of the best lessons about makeup with. So I have this bias towards this brand, towards these brands or towards these products. I am always going to try and make you aware of that. I'm never going to sit here and say I have absolutely no bias towards makeup, towards this, towards that, because it's not true. It's just a human tendency. Okay, so I'm never ever going to tell you that I am completely 100% unbiased in everything I review, but I will try and make you aware of my bias. I will try and make you aware of, my approach towards makeup to where, for example, let's just, I'm not trying to bring this up again, but the Jeffree Star palette, in that review, I said, this is not the most easy palette to work with, but something about it really inspires me. The colors and everything, and I stand by that. It's not the easiest palette to work with, but something about the colors really inspire me. Do I use that palette anymore? No, I don't, just for other reasons. So it's not going to be for everybody. It's not going to be for somebody who is a neutral lover. It's not going to be for somebody who just wants easy blendable shadows that they don't have to, work really hard at. And I could say the same thing about some of my Wet n Wild palettes. My Camouflage Couture palette tutorial that I did a couple years ago. I had people tell me, oh, I have this palette and it's so hard for me to work with. And, and I'm thinking in my head, oh, well, it was a little hard to work with, but it didn't bother me that much just because I'm willing to take those steps because I got so excited about a look that kind of popped into my head that I was willing to go through those steps. So I hope that makes sense, guys. I hope that you always know that I'm going to give you my honest opinion about a product, and, but I just want you to understand that I do have bias, and I will always try and make those bias and my approach to makeup apparent in any review, because I think that's important, because not everybody has the same style, not everybody has the same, preferences for makeup. And not everybody wants to take the extra steps to make products work. So, like I said, I'm like a little kid. I get excited. I'll look at a palette and I'll just get excited about it. And whether or not that palette works out or not, or whether or not it's easy to use, I'll find a way to make it work, just because that's just how I find myself approaching things. So I hope that makes sense, because I just want to be as open and upfront about that as possible, because like I said, I do not take the fact that you take my recommendations lightly. That is something that means a lot. It means that you trust my opinion, and that is something that is so valuable that I never, ever, ever want you to feel like that trust is misplaced. So, that is my promise to you guys. I will always share my honest opinions, and I will do my best to always remember to share my approach and my bias when I'm reviewing certain things, because, you know, like I said, there's nobody on YouTube that gives unbiased reviews. Certain people are going to love certain things, whether they do it subconsciously or not. And they're going to, you know, talk about them with a little bit less harshness than something that they don't necessarily have an attachment to. So, and lastly, guys, I just want to talk about some, the types of video and the types of content you guys want to see. Now, of course, it's my channel. I'm gonna upload things that I love, because if I don't love it, then what's the point? But I want your input. And guys, what I mean by that is, like, for example, this 31 days of tutorials, I went into this knowing if you look at my videos and my uploads and what gets the most views, it's not my tutorials. And that's fine. I completely understand. There are some people whose tutorials I love to watch, and there's some people that I prefer watching their review or their topic videos. Completely understand that, and I think there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So I went into this 31 days of tutorials knowing that, and knowing that I really just didn't care, because I love doing tutorials. I love the feedback that I get from you guys. So even if only 100 people watch, if they're getting something valuable out of it and I'm enjoying it and I am improving my makeup skills, then I can't ask for anything more than that. And that's fulfilling to me. So I will always do tutorials. They will not always be this crazy, funky, in your face. I'm reading all of your comments, guys. I'm trying to, you know, so I'm trying to let everybody know I will be doing more wearable everyday tutorials in the new year once I get through the series, because, you know, you can only do so many crazy dramatic looks. Sometimes people just want to, you know, a realistic everyday look. And that's totally fine, because that's what I wear day to day, is something a little bit less crazy. So, you know, I'm listening to your guys' suggestions, and in that same vein, I want to know what you guys really enjoy. I know y'all seem to really enjoy the anti-hauls with the twist of making suggestions of things that you already have in your collection or more inexpensive options. So I'm working on an anti-haul that I'm going to be filming probably either tonight or tomorrow that is really focusing on, they're not necessarily products that I think are bad or bad quality. It's just that maybe there's something that you already have that's really good, and I want to really focus on providing more options for you of similar products, so it's more wide reaching and it can be more universally helpful to people. Y'all seem to really enjoy the No More Neutral videos, the 5 product videos. You know, I know you guys have been requesting some review videos. I've got some new palettes I want to review. I've got the Alchemist palette that I'm going to do a review for you, the Sweet Peach, and I just got the Urban Decay After Dark palette, which, teaser, it's really good. You know, I'm going to do those types of reviews for you. So, you know, do you want to do a question and answer video? I've never done one of those before, but I think it might be a good time. Do you like my collection videos? Do you want to see more collection videos? Do you want me to do some more vlogging videos? Me and Jess, my youngest sister, actually, we got tickets to go see Hamilton in New York for my birthday. So we're going to be in New York on the 13th, 14th. We're going to go see some shows. It's going to be a quick trip, but we're really exciting. But, you know, maybe you want to see some vlogging or see, you know, I'm willing to do these things because I'm really enjoying my channel. As it grows, it's like I almost have to stop myself from filming every single day. Like, I'm so used to filming every day now that it's like, well, I could do this and this and this and this, you know. So I also want to do shout out videos, guys. I want to do videos where I highlight a channel that I really watch, whether it's somebody that's got 1 million subscribers or somebody that has, you know, 25 subscribers, because I want to send positivity out to people where, you know, hey, this person just put up an amazing video. Go give them some props. Go, you know, because people work so hard, I think, you know, speaking from experience, you know, and I'm not saying this as a martyr. I'm saying I do this because I want to do this. I have a full-time job. I make good money. And so this is fun for me, but it is a labor of love, because I usually spend for a tutorial, I'll spend 2 to 3 hours filming, and then I'll spend another 2 hours editing, and then I have to wait for it to export, and I have to upload. So there's a lot of time and effort that goes into videos, and it's hard, and sometimes you feel like you're putting it out there and nobody's watching it. And so, you know, if we can, as a community, go and support other people and other channels and just say, you know, hey, this is a great video, or this is, I mean, it takes so little time to really make somebody's day and make them and lift them up when they're having, you know, a rough time. And you never know what somebody's going through. So just lifting somebody up and letting them know and sending some positivity is just amazing. It's like smiling or waving somebody at the street, or stopping and talking to somebody, or, you know what I mean? Just stopping and talking to a stranger, or smiling at somebody, or waving, or holding the door open. It's kind of the YouTube equivalent of that. So if we can spread that positivity, there's so much negativity going around this community, and it makes me sick seeing what some people are saying to other people. I mean, it's just absolutely disgusting. Like, you know, and words don't hurt me. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't, if somebody tells me to die, you know what I mean? I see some of these comments that people leave on other people's channels where they're telling them they're ugly, they're fat, they're, you know, look busted in the face, they should die, they should go kill themselves. And you're just like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Like, what in your life? And I know that some YouTubers have come out and said, well, you should pity those people, you know, because there's something going on in their life. No. It is time to be self-aware and responsible enough. If you're responsible enough to get on somebody's channel and talk like that, I don't feel bad for you. You're acting like a miserable human being, and you are probably the reason why you are in that situation. Because if you're that mean and hateful to take your anger and your hurt out on somebody else, I mean, I don't see an excuse for that. I don't excuse that type of behavior. I'm not going to acknowledge it on my channel by even deleting. I'm not going to take the time to delete those comments. Like I said, just don't engage. But you know, I think the best way, instead of actually engaging those negative, awful, hateful people, is to spread positivity. It's not to engage them and give them validation. It's to go and spread positivity. So, you know, I want to do maybe every couple of weeks do a video where I say, hey, go support this channel, or hey, this video was amazing, or whatever it is. You know, just to spread the love, guys. We need more love in this world. And also, the last video I was thinking about doing, is I have been going through a bunch of health issues recently, guys, which I've kind of touched on here and there. I've talked about my chronic lower back pain. So, and for those of you who have never watched my videos, or you're not familiar with that, I have chronic lower back pain. We're trying to figure out what's going on. It recently got so bad that I missed 3.5 weeks of work in December. Like, the week after Thanksgiving, I tried to work. It was so excruciatingly painful to sit at my desk at work that I could not. All I could do was sit at home and be upset and frustrated and cry. And I have gone to doctor's appointments. We've done an MRI, we've done a nerve test. We can't find anything wrong. You know, I'm on a new type of medication before this new medication, which seems to be helping. Like, I went bowling last night. The fact that I could go and bowl and be active and be out and standing. I mean, and it got to the point where standing for more than 5 or 10 minutes at a time was so excruciating, I couldn't do anything. It would hurt to stand up to do dishes or to cook. And it's such a vicious spiral when you have that chronic pain. Now I'm on this new medicine. I was on a muscle relaxer, an anti-inflammatory, and a painkiller, and it would do nothing. But this new medicine I'm on, that my doctor has me on, the new stretches I'm doing seem to really be helping, which I'm so thankful for, because I just wanted to go back to work, guys. I have worked since I was 14 years old. I just feel like I need to go out, I need to make my money, and I need to work, and it makes me feel happy and productive and satisfied inside, which is why I think part of the reason I work so hard on my channel, because if I'm going to commit myself to something, I really want to give it my all. So that's another reason why I got behind on my tutorials, because thankfully I had pre-recorded most of them, but it was a struggle. It was a struggle because once I started feeling better, then I got sick again, and it was just, it's life. Shit happens, guys. Shit happens. It's just, you'd have to deal with it. But that brings me around to my point to where I want to start making maybe some videos here and there, like maybe once every couple of weeks, about my health journey, because I know there's some of you out there that have chronic pain. I've talked to some of you, whether it's back pain or, you know, nerve pain or whatever it is, just chronic sickness. It's so debilitating and it's so disheartening. I think that's the most frustrating thing, is that there's no relief when you have chronic pain. And you know, like I said, I still deal with it every day, but it's getting better. And I am somebody that has always been active. And don't get me wrong, I have never ever been a size 2. I have always been a curvy girl, but I like that. I like having boobs and hips and a butt, but I want to jiggle a little bit less, and I want to jiggle in the right places, you know? So, but I've always been active. I have always been into softball. I played softball competitively in high school. I volleyball, track and field, basketball. I love to kickbox. I love high intensity interval training. I started running a couple years ago, which I want to get back to, and my physical therapist thankfully has told me that I can. I just have to work back to it. I love hot yoga. I love being active. There's something about it, and it's not even the physicality of it for me. It's things like running. It's the mental accomplishment of getting through a workout and saying, you know what, I am stronger than this pain, I'm stronger than this fatigue, and I am going to get through this workout, and I'm going to feel so much better on the other end of it. And because of all of these chronic back pains, I've become so immobilized that, you know, I've gained a lot of weight over the past year and a half. And it's, again, if you watch some of my earlier videos, I look so much thinner in the face. I've gained about 80 pounds, guys. It's not, I'm just going to be very candid here. I am the heaviest I've ever been in my life, and it's frustrating, but that's okay. Instead of getting frustrated, what Daniel and I are doing, and we did start last year, like in, I want to say, when did we start? We started about September. We started doing Weight Watchers, and we did really, really well, and then my back got worse, and it got so to the point where, you know, you just get so tired you don't want to do anything. But we're just getting back into Weight Watchers, and which I think is such a positive place to go and lose weight. My goal for this year is not to start running this year, but I want to start getting back into a regular yoga practice and do some high intensity interval training, and then eventually get back into running. That's my goal for 2018, is to get my body back in shape, to drop the weight that I have put on from being so immobile to going back and being able to run. But yeah, I love running, so that is a goal that I want to make for 2018. For 2017, I want to get my body back to the point where I can start getting back into I used to run 3 or 4 miles a day, guys. You know, and like I said, I was never teeny tiny. I was maybe a size 14, 12. 12 is about the smallest I've ever been, but I was healthy, my body was strong, I was active, and I was working towards my best, healthiest self. And I've gotten off track. And so let me know if that's something you guys would like to see, and it might be something I do just for me, just to keep myself accountable, is start vlogging or keep doing updates on my Weight Watchers, on, you know, how my exercise routine is going, things that I have found that really work, maybe recipes, healthy recipes, because I know when you eat healthy, it's hard, it's expensive, and it's hard to make it interesting and fun, because food is a great part of life, you know what I mean? It just needs to not be everything. So yeah, let me know. I know this video, guys, but yeah, guys, I know this video is like 5 hours long. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to come on here and, you know, again, say thank you, share my perspective on things, because I always want you guys to feel like I am open and honest with you as far as product reviews go. That is the most important thing to me, you know, and just being honest about my bias and honest about my perspective on makeup, because it's really going to make a difference in reviews and how I personally view products. And I also wanted to see what you guys wanted to see. You know, let me know about the vlogs, let me know about Q&As, let me know what types of videos you want to see, let me know that you're interested in that health series, doing that. I would love to really do that, and because it's a part of beauty. You know, if you don't feel good and feel healthy, it's a vicious cycle. You start feeling bad and you stop caring, and I've been there, and I don't want anybody else to go through that. So if I can help anybody out there who has chronic pain or is dealing with weight loss or weight gain or whatever it might be, you know, let's do it together. I'm not an expert by any means, but you know, there's nothing wrong with having a support system. So if that's something y'all are interested, let me know as well. But guys, as always, thank you so much for such an amazing year. Thank you so much for all of the positivity, all of the encouragement. You guys you have no idea the positive effect you've had on me, and how much your positivity and your encouragement helped me get through this very, very difficult month when I was out of work, hurting, sick. I mean, you know, and I never want to show that on here, you know, day to day, because that's not who I am. It's not the pain. It's not the sickness. That's just something that I'm dealing with in my life right now. It's not going to define me. And the fact that you guys have been so amazingly positive has really, really, really helped me get through this very difficult month. And so yeah, I just wanted to come on here and say thank you. I am going to cry off all my makeup now, because you have no idea. You have no idea what you do for somebody when you share a little bit of positivity. And that's what I want this channel to be about. I want it to be a happy, amazing, positive place, and also a place of respect where we can share our experiences and lift each other up. So that being said, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna stop. Look, I just messed up all my eye makeup. All my eye makeup. But that's okay. But I love you guys so much. Thank you as always, for sitting here and listening to me talk and interacting with me. You guys are amazing. I wouldn't be here without you. I am so excited to share 2017 with you. I love you so, so much, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.